The Legend of Korra. Wait, what just happened? I'm gonna redo that. Hi, I'm Atypical, and this is a review of Legend of Korra. Back on Google Hangouts. Um, Sorry for the six-month break that I had. Yeah, sorry about that. The reason that it happened was I moved, and my new apartment, the one you see behind me, didn't have internet for 3 months. And then school got really busy, and I kind of just forgot to do stuff on the channel like I said I would. Um, yeah, that's what happened. It's not an excuse. I mean, it's an excuse, but like I'm not saying, hey, you need to forgive me because I had a reasonable thing. Um, but anyway, I'm already spending too much time on this, so we're gonna go to the review. I think Legend of Korra is a great series. I'm mostly going to focus on season 1, this particular review, because I think I have the most to say about that. Or no. I'm going to do an overall review, then do it season by season, because it's been 6 months since I watched it. I wrote down a series of things on my phone. Well, I spoke it, but it doesn't matter what I did. I prepared something on my phone, but a lot of it's misspelled, and I don't remember a lot of the context. So what I'm going to do is this month, I'm going to review the overall series and probably do another episode. Oh, happy Valentine's Day, by the way. It's February 14th. Anyway, I'm rambling. I need to get back to important stuff. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I'll do 2 reviews, I think, this month. One's going to be Legend of Korra, which is this video, and one's going to be something else. I don't know what. Maybe season 1 of Legend of Korra. Maybe something else. We'll get to that later. So the main thing, I think, that Legend of Korra was missing, and the main thing that I would change to make it better, would be it didn't have a main villain. In Avatar: The Last Airbender, Aang knew he had to fight the Fire Lord. This was the main focus from season 1. Is like, hey, eventually I will fight the Fire Lord. And then, at the end, he fought the Fire Lord, which made total sense. But in Legend of Korra, there were 4 really big villains that seemingly came out of the woodwork, and I don't really like that. Like, Amon was a good villain for the most part. I have some changes that I would have made to Amon, but we'll get to that. And then Tarlok, no wait, yeah, Tarlok was good too. And season 2, the villains are kind of weird. It made sense that Unalaq was like a bad guy and trying to start a civil war or whatever. That was cool. I liked that. But I didn't like Batu or Crap, I'm totally blanking on the white one. Navi? Avi? Start with a V or A or N? I don't remember. This is really embarrassing. Latu and the white one. It wasn't Nala or Naga. Naga's the dog. Whatever. It's not important. I mean, it's really important, but I didn't like them. So, I mean, I like the idea that the Avatar spirit wasn't just a mysterious thing. I kind of like that, but I also kind of don't. I like that it did make decisions. It wasn't just completely random. When the Avatar is reborn. Another thing I like was that the reborn, the previous life thing, comes from Hinduism and probably Buddhism as well. But it's not like who you are is reborn. It's your essence creates a new essence when you die. Your essence is not continued. It becomes a spirit. And your essence becoming a spirit, actually, is that? No. When you die in Hinduism, you die. You're gone. But your death and life, the consequences of that life, they determine the creation of a new life. And then in Avatar, you know, the Avatar is not the same thing. It's the Avatar spirit or something. But when they die, they don't become the new one. Their life creates a new life. I like that a lot. So I'm really disjointed, and I have no idea how long I've been going for so far. Sorry. So Avatar's main focus, Legend of Korra, didn't have a main focus. There was, at the first season, a really good villain, and then they just kind of ruined him, and I think I know why. The writers really liked Amon, and really liked Tarlok, and really liked Yakom. And so they wanted to have all of these things in their show. But then they were writing it and probably figured, well, we can't have Tarlok and Yakom. They look too similar. They're too similar in abilities. People are probably going to get them confused a couple times. They're too similar characters to be effective. And we already have two villains, so why do we need a third? Let's just put them in the background, which I like. I also like that Tarlok was Yakom's son. That was cool. But what I don't like was that, spoilers, I guess, Amon was also Yakom's son. It's revealed that Amon is actually Noatak, the older brother of Tarlok, which was so dumb. Amon was a really good villain. He was really smart, really calculating, menacing. he was a great villain and had a great cause. Like, he didn't think he was a bad person. In this season, the only villain who thought they were a villain was Yacombe, and Yacombe was a gangster. Gangsters tend to know if they're gangsters. But like, Tarlock thought he was working for the good of the city, and he was trying to do that if it ended up just working into his brother's plan. And Amon felt that benders were horrible people. Just, it was bad to have them. And so he wanted to rid the world of them, which I thought was wonderful. Great motivation, because he thought, I am doing good for the world. I may be like a rebel or an insurgent or like a terrorist even. He knew that, I think. Well, he did know that. I don't know why he was doing it. Yeah, his motivation doesn't make any sense to me if you make him Tarlock's brother, Noatak. That just didn't click, I guess. It's just so weird. It's like, why? Why is it he doesn't have any goals then? His goal was to get rid of benders, but he is a bender, and now he has no motivation? What, control Republic City from the underbelly? Like what his dad was trying to do? Again, I haven't seen it in 6 months, so my memory is a bit fuzzy. But that's what I remember. Like, I remember him having this great goal, and then it just falling away, and being like, oh, he doesn't have any goal. He's just a villain to be a villain. Which I hate. Good villains think they're the good guy. Yeah, like, that's what they think. I think. I mean, like, Darth Vader knew he was, killing people, and he wasn't a good guy. He knew he wasn't a good guy. But he thought he was doing good for something. The universe, himself. But yeah, if you take away that, like, oh, I'm actually a waterbender. My mom is calling. I'm going to let her know I can't talk at the moment and then call her right back after this. So, yeah, I think the main change would be Amon is just Amon. That is his name. He is not a waterbender. He's not a bloodbender. He's not Noatak. He's not at all related to Yacombe or Tarlock. And that he is his own thing, because that's where he was the best. That is the best part about him, is that he's like some major badass. Also, how does someone blood bend someone's bending away? Like, I get chi blocking. Chi blocking is cool. The forehead, which is what he touched to take away people's bending, was the chakra of truth, which I think is really cool, which is blocked by deceit. So by, chi blocking them here, he tricks people into thinking that they can't bend anymore, and then placebo effect, they can't bend anymore. I really like that rather than bloodbending, because that just makes bloodbending even more overpowered. Like, if you can just bloodbend all the time and without even knowing where the person is and get rid of their abilities forever, that's super powerful. But if you're just tricking people into thinking they lose their powers, I think that's way cooler. Also, if he's not a bloodbender, then in the scene where his brother is trying to, well, in my version, it's not his brother, but when Tarlok is bloodbending him, and he's still walking and still coming up to take away his bending, that's amazing. That shows just how powerful he is, which is ridiculously powerful. Um, oh, yeah. So that's what I think it was lacking. I think Amon should have been the main villain. I think even if we were shown him dying, not like stabbed or suffocating or anything like that, but like we see a wide shot of some explosion in the ocean after his rally goes bad. I think it would be even cooler if in the next season, like episode 5, partway through whatever is going on, we just get to see one scene of him doing stuff. Like, Egoists are back. Egoists are doing stuff. Amon is back. And then nothing for a couple up for 2 episodes. Then episode 8, he does something big. That would be really cool. And maybe we also see a scene of him escaping the thing that was supposed to kill him, so that we don't get butthurt about that, because even I would probably be like, what the fuck? That makes no sense. So yeah, he was a very good villain. I really liked him before he became a waterbender, and it was ruined. Though, honestly, how do you defeat him otherwise? I did like the way he was defeated. It made sense for the show, but I didn't like that it had to get up to that point. Yeah, I think that's actually my favorite season of the whole show because of him and because the characters are better. There's a lot of character development in that show. Some of it's really good. Asami becomes a better character. Korra becomes a better character. The 2 girls of the airbending children become better characters. Milo doesn't really. Milo is pretty cool at the beginning, and then at season 4 he becomes really annoying and stupid. But I guess children are kind of annoying and stupid. And he was a child. He's like 8 or something. Yeah, Lin was pretty good. All the characters except maybe Mako and Bolin, I'd say I wasn't. Yeah, out of all the characters, I think Mako and Bolin were probably my least favorite, at least the main characters, because Mako is just like this cool guy, and then he like has character growth, and then he just stops having character growth, and he's like, "I'm a cop. I do cop things." It's annoying. And then Bolin is like, "I'm an idiot. I do idiot things," and they're really annoying. His relationship with Opal's really dumb. He was interesting when he was talking with the Red Lotus. That was fun, but that was kind of it. After season 1, he kind of becomes a horrible character. I did like Varric, though not at first. I really disliked Varric in the second season. He was in the second season. He was really annoying. Then in the 3rd season, he was really interesting. And then in the 4th season, he became super cool. Like, we got to see really just how bright he is, and like he was still a bit annoying, but that's because he was written annoyingly. Uh, but it was good to see that he had character growth, and I started to understand that other people have feelings and things like that. That was cool. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I think it's been a while. I don't actually. Oh shit! I think it's been like half an hour. I'm gonna leave you with that. I could go on for quite a while, and I will in part 2, whenever that is. Bye.